us understand a little bit what's going on here. We talked a lot about these astronauts stuck in space, and they're going to be there until February. That mission, of course, was supposed to be only 8 days back in June. We know exactly what's going on there, and it doesn't seem like it's going to get taken care of anytime soon here.
How are they getting home? I don't understand.
Yeah, we're talking about the troubled Starliner Boeing aircraft. Right. It went up there. They had some problems with the thrusters, the propulsion system. So these two astronauts have been stuck up there. SpaceX will eventually send a ship up there and bring them home. Kind of a little complicated here. Let's get to the heart of it. This was reportedly a heated debate between NASA and Boeing about whether or not the troubled Starliner aircraft is safe enough to bring these astronauts home. Ultimately, NASA won out. There's too much risk right now. So the aircraft will now return today, and the astronauts, they stay up in space. Boeing CST-100 Starliner will undock from the International Space Station at about 6 o'clock tonight and will be flown remotely back to Earth. Now, you might remember thruster issues and helium leaks during the trip up to the ISS created major problems, stranding two crew members, Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams. We've seen their pictures. So a week-long trip has now turned into several months. We wanted to learn more about the Starliner's journey home now and what could still go wrong. So we zoomed in with Captain Winston Scott, a retired astronaut and naval aviator who actually flew 2 shuttle missions.
They've got to have the thrusters operating correctly to orient the vehicle so that it intercepts the atmosphere at the proper angle of attack. If the angle of attack is too shallow, it could skip back off into space. If the angle of attack is too steep, it could burn up in the atmosphere and so on.
So a lot that could kind of still go wrong here, which is why NASA didn't want to put the 2 astronauts on the spacecraft for right now, on the capsule.
That makes sense.
Totally too much to gamble. If you knew there were issues going there, you're like, yeah, let's not risk it coming back.
And the question is kind of what's going to happen to these 2 now, right? I mean, they've been up there for months, and it looks like they're going to be up there for much longer, possibly until 2025. February, maybe even into the spring. So SpaceX is going to stand up a shuttle. They're going to leave 2 seats open. They're going to do their normal mission that they would do up there, and then they will all fly back home. And in the meantime, they're just kind of stuck
Meanwhile,
up there.
we're going to watch what happens with that Boeing shuttle when it comes back.
Yeah, everybody's going to pay attention today to see.
And there's one more thing with this Starliner. I don't know if you saw this headline recently. They heard some echo sounds coming from it.
Voices.
Yeah, what was that, extraterrestrials? What was going on here? What was going on with that echo? So we also talked to Captain Winston about that as well.
I replayed the video, and it sounded like sonar echoes. And I'm an old Navy guy, Navy airman. I know what sonar sounds like. So that's what it sounds like. It turns out that the sounds were just feedback from an incompatibility between the space station and the Starliner.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, so some technical issues.
Starliner has all kinds of problems, sounds like.
And I mean, obviously, Boeing has had some issues recently. One last thing here. They may not ever know exactly what went wrong because the module that uses the propulsion, it's going to break off when the capsule comes to Earth, so it's going to burn up in the atmosphere before it gets here. So it's like you can't have the black box, you know? You get the black, and it's going to come down, and they won't know exactly what happened. They have an idea, some helium leaks and stuff like that, so...
You know, the thing is like, I want to make sure, like I'm in control of the world. But, like, we don't forget these guys. There are 2 Americans that are literally stuck in space right now.
Stuck in space.
And we talk about all the holidays, and we talked about the other day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Super Bowl, all this stuff. We're going to go about living our life, and they're just there for what was supposed to be 8 days.
And it's like being in a little tiny factory. It's not like it's luxurious accommodation.
They say it's the size of an International Space Station. It's the size of a 5-bedroom house.
They went up there thinking they were going to be there a few days. Now they're there.
Birthdays, anniversaries. Think of all the stuff they're going to miss.